Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about Solana. Now, what is happening with Solana? So I'm currently using the weekly, as you can see up here, so the weekly time frame. Now, why am I using the weekly time frame? Because I noticed, and I wasn't tracking Solana in such a long time, that Solana went up by a lot. Now, this is really, really good because, of course, we had a massive period of consolidation down here, as you can see. So that's beautiful. And then, of course, it went up. So I think it's normal. After a long period of consolidation, we have a movement, which most likely is going up if the consolidation was after a period of bearishness. And now we went up. What's going to happen now? Because as you can see, in the past couple of weeks, actually months, Solana didn't actually move anywhere, basically. It went up. And then after this, it went down, higher again, lower again, and so on. So I looked at it and I'm like, we've got a higher high, a lower low, we got a lower high, and then we got a higher low, as you can see. Typically, this kind of pattern represents a continuation trend. To be specific, it represents a confusion in the market. Why? It's because the stock is literally moving sideways. So the stock is not making, I call it stock, but it's actually a currency. So the currency is not making any particular movement, it's just moving sideways, as you can see. Yeah. So basically, it's just there, moving because people don't know what's going to happen next. Usually, when this happens, it's simply let's call it a consolidation. It's just there consolidating, and then as soon as the volume is enough, it usually goes up. Usually, however, if let's say you're not going to buy here, of course, if let's say it goes down again, so it goes up to level of resistance, which is 161 maybe, and then it goes down again to 127 level of support. And now from here, it gains enough momentum with a higher low to break through level of resistance, because this level of resistance is quite strong. Then we can buy not when it breaks through, because it could be a fake breakout. However, when it breaks through, it goes higher. It finds level of resistance, let's say for instance here, this is just a theory, and then it goes back up down. Now this is a consolidation. Whenever it goes back down on this level, this is a consolidation. Then we can start buying, and we buy here, placing our stop loss 5, 7, 8% below. It's all based on your personal preference. 5% in crypto is not a lot. Anyway, so buy here, and then of course whenever it goes up, we're going to make a lot of profit. This is how you do it on paper. However, nothing goes as we're expecting, so you could easily break through here. If it breaks through, we're going to do exactly the same thing, wait for it to go back down. Usually there should be how can I say, a clear movement, a clear consolidation. So usually the movement towards a level of support is quite clear. However, sometimes it's just a small movement before spiking up. Everything is based on the volume and on how bullish people are and everything else. Now let's zoom in a little bit to have a clearer picture. So I went in the daily one. So daily one, it looks quite alright, to be fair. The daily one looks really good. Why? Because it looks like we had well, I will call it a double bottom, yeah? Can I call it a double bottom even if this is a little bit, even if this is a little bit of a lower low? However, it doesn't matter because it's definitely a double bottom here with this. And then, as you can see, this allowed us to make a higher high compared to this one and to this one, basically. So this looks really good, guys, which of course is going to give us enough momentum, as I said, to reach the higher levels, which is 164, 162, in this area here, anywhere in this area, based on how long it takes. So yeah, in the daily it makes sense that's bullish. It's gonna go higher, and then as soon as it reaches level of resistance, I don't think this squeeze is enough. And I'm talking about the pattern, because usually for it to like properly get squeezed, it gets to this around this area, and then whatever happens here, it most likely represents. However, it represents what's going to happen next. However, sometimes it even happens that there is a sideways movement, like now, and then it keeps moving sideways. It completely fucks off the pattern. It doesn't really give a shit, and then it keeps moving sideways, you know, which is terrible when that happens, because you're like, what the heck is happening? But anyway, so based on what we have, short term should be quite bullish. So short term, if you're somebody trading 15, 10, 1 minute, it should be bullish. 1 minute, I don't know, because 1 minute is a completely different word. Uh, However, it should be bullish short term. And then what's going to happen after it reaches level of resistance? It's all based on the selling volume. Because if the selling volume is high, it could easily break downwards. Yeah. So hypothetically, this is a really good scenario where we're bullish. However, as I said, you never know what's going to happen. Because I looked at XRP, I looked at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I think, is going to go down. XRP, I think, is going to go down. So it's quite difficult to see any other cryptocurrency going up when everything else goes down, if that makes sense. Of course, if Bitcoin goes down, most likely someone are going to go into the altcoins, hopefully, because there hasn't been a alt season yet, in my opinion. I think we're still waiting for the proper alt season, because I haven't seen one. I don't think this can be defined as an alt season. This is a fucking alt season, and this is like how it should look like. This is impressive, don't get me wrong. However, I don't think it can be defined as an alt season. But anyway, we will see what's going to happen when Bitcoin goes down. Bitcoin is definitely going down, so don't buy Bitcoin, in my opinion, at the moment. And if you buy it, wait for level of support. Solana looks interesting. I do want to believe there's going to be bullish. However, a part of me thinks that it's not going to happen. So, in my opinion, wait for some bullish movement. As I said, if there is like a breakout, just wait for this sort of movement to happen, for the pullback, and then buy whenever that happens and whenever that's solid. Otherwise, if that never happens and the volume is not enough, guys, it's just enough to wait for it to go down, because then there is going to be a pullback anyway, and it's going to go lower. I don't think it's going to go that low, maybe to this level, but we'll see. Yeah, this situation is not really fun. However, at the moment, we're quite bullish. Short term, definitely. In the weekly, it's difficult to say what's going to happen. For now, there is going to be definitely a movement high towards a higher price. So definitely something like that. And then whatever is going to happen whenever it goes back down, that's a different story. We will see there. But for now, it's definitely bullish, and we're definitely long at the moment, at least. And we're not talking about much in terms of percentage. We're only talking about 4.7% ish, which is not bad actually. It's actually not bad. 4.7% is good. And then if it goes down and it doesn't break through, we're talking about even 24, 20%. So it's good. We'll see what's going to happen. For now, we're bullish, and then we will see. Just be ready, because this could represent a continuation of the current trend, which is a bullish trend, but we will see. We never know. Anyway, this is it for today, guys. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I will see you next time.